In this video, we are going to see how we can develop the e-commerce online website. For this particular project, I am going to take the reference of the Flipkart website. And here, I am going to upload this video in the part. It will become a very huge video because I'm going to cover each and every step. I'm not going to skip any step. So I will develop this entire project from the scratch, and you can directly think we are simply going to create the Flipkart website, because whatever functionality Flipkart having, that all functionality I'm going to build in this project. So each and every functionality whatever Flipkart having, that you guys are going to be learn in this video. And one very important thing, I'm going to cover, or you can see I'm going to develop this entire Flipkart clone website from the scratch. I'm not going to skip any single step. So it will very helpful to the person who want to learn how to develop the online e-commerce website just like Flipkart website. Open the command prompt cmd. Let me zoom out. Yeah, see, here we need to specify the location where we want to create the project. So in my case, I want to create the project over the desktop. So for that, we need to specify the location. So this is the location where I want to create my one empty folder, and in that particular empty folder, I'm going to create my Django online e-commerce website project. So this cd, which is nothing but chain directory, and this is the path. Then click enter. I'm inside the desktop location. See, I have navigated to this location because I want to create one empty folder over this location, and after that I want to create my project inside that particular folder. So to create the empty folder over this location, we have a command mkdir. Then we have to specify the name of that folder what you want to create over the desktop or any particular location. So in my case, I want to create django project, or we can say, okay, let it be django project, or whatever name you want you can give. So for that, I have then click enter. Yeah, then if you go to the desktop location, or I can say any particular location what you have mentioned here, if you go to that particular location, you will get this empty folder. So in my case, I have created the Django project empty folder over the desktop location. So go to the desktop. See, here you can see one Django project empty folder is created. See, right now this folder is empty. So I'm going to use this folder to maintain my Django online e-commerce website project. So then again go to the command prompt. Yeah, then go to this particular folder for that cd, then copy this one and paste here. Right now I'm inside that empty folder which is we have created over the desktop, which is nothing but the Django project. So here I have created this empty folder with the help of command which is mkdir. You can do like that also, or the most simplest way, you can go to particular location, simply click right, then new, then folder, and whatever folder name you want to give here, that's it. This is also one of the way, but as we are a programmer, so try something new. So we can do from here also, like that. So whatever the way you like, you can do. There is no any compulsion or any mandatory things like you have to do like that only. No, you can do anyway. So right now we have created our Django's project folder. Inside that folder, I'm going to create my online e-commerce website project, which is nothing but the clone of the Flipkart project. As I already told you, in this video, or we can say in this particular project, we are going to cover all the functionality what the online e-commerce website having, such as Flipkart or Amazon. So basically I'm going to copy the GUI, or you can say I'm going to refer the Flipkart website for our this particular project. So the next thing we need to confirm whether we have a Python installed or not in our system. So to check the Python version, we have a command python hyphen version using the 3.10.11, and this is the way how you can check the Python version, or this is, and with the help of the same command you can also check whether the Python is installed or not. See, if you're writing this python hyphen version, if you are getting any error, it means Python is not installed in our system or in your system. But in my case I'm getting the particular version of Python, it means I have already installed this Python. So if you are getting any error while entering this command, it means you have not installed the Python. So please first install the Python, then after continue this video. Then second thing, it is highly recommended while creating any Django project or any project, you should maintain one separate virtual environment for that particular project. Because if you are running multiple projects, so there might be chances on version issue. So to avoid such a conflict, you have to maintain one separate environment for your particular project. So in this particular project, first we need to create the virtual environment. Before going to create the virtual environment, first we need to install the virtual environment. So I'm going to install the virtual environment. So the command to install the virtual environment is nothing but the pip install virtual env. So let me install pip virtual env. See, I have already installed this virtual environment. Because of that, it's showing requirement already satisfied. In your case, if you have not installed, then it will install all the required packages of this particular virtual environment. Then second point, after creating the virtual environment, then our second step to activate that virtual environment. Sorry, we need to create virtual environment first. Then after that, we need to activate that virtual environment. So the command to create the virtual environment is virtual env. Then we have to specify the name of that your virtual environment. So keep in mind, you can give any name to your virtual environment. It's totally depend on you. So in my case, I'm giving greedy. This is the name of my virtual environment. Then enter. Wait for a second, 1 second. It's creating. Yeah, see here you can see created virtual environment. So as I told you, after creating virtual environment, our next step to activate the virtual environment. So no need, that's a very simple thing. Simply go to the particular location. So if you remember, inside the Django project, we have created one virtual environment which is greedy. Then go inside the greedy. Then after that, go to the scripts. Then copy this entire location. Then come to the command prompt. Then type cd. Then paste here. Now here we need to type the activate. So for that, type activate to activate our virtual environment. So once your virtual environment name is showing at the beginning of the address, you can consider your virtual environment is activate. So up to this, what we have did, let me show you. First we have checked Python version. For that we have a command python hyphen version. After that we have installed the virtual environment. As I already told you, why we need to install the virtual environment. To install the virtual environment, we have a command pip install virtual env. After installing this virtual environment, our next step to create the virtual environment. So to create the virtual environment, we have a command virtual env, then virtual environment name. Whatever name you want to give, you can type here. After that, our next step to activate that particular virtual environment. So up to this we have successfully done this part. Then our next step to create the Django project. So before going to create the Django project, make sure you have installed the Django. For that we have a command, but one more thing, type cd, then again cd. See, the cd double dot is the command to come one directory back or one file back. So previously I was inside these scripts, so I have typed cd, then I came to the gritty, then I have typed one more time, then I have came to the particular django project folder. Then here I'm going to first install the Django. To install the Django, we have a command pip install django. So let me write command pip, then install, then django. Enter. Yeah, you can see collecting django, downloading django, and you can see the version also. We are going to download the 4.2.6 version. So wait for a second, it's downloading all the required packages. See our Django installed. Here we are getting one error like you're using the pip version, like kind of. So we have a latest version of the pip. So if you want to update your pip, so you can upgrade it, or otherwise you can ignore it. That is not a problem. So if you want to upgrade, for that we have a command. See here only showing. Simply copy this one, this entire line, copy and paste here and enter. That's it. It will upgrade. Yeah, you can see here it's upgraded. One second. Yeah, it's done. So we have downloaded our Django. Let me show you how we can check the version of that particular Django. Anyhow, at the time of downloading only you can see the version here it's showing. But if you still want to see or check the Django version, so for that we have a command python Django version hyphen version 4.2.6, which is nothing but the same to this one, 4.2.6. So this is the command how we can check the Django version. So if you not sure whether you have installed the Django or not in your system, so with the help of this command also you can cross verify. While running in this command, if you are getting any error, it means you have not installed the Django version, or if you have installed, then it will return the particular version what you are using. So the latest version I'm using 4.2.6, and I'm using Python 10.3.10.11, and I will recommend you to always go for the latest version, because the latest version having the more support as compared to the oldest one, and having the new and some extra features. So it's a good to go for the latest version. So we have installed the Django. Then I create the Django project. To create the Django project, we have a command python -m django start project. Then project name we need to specify. So the command python -m django start project, then project name. Then simply enter. Yeah. So if you go to that particular location, which is over the desktop inside the Django project, see one Flipkart project is created. So again go to the command prompt, then here type cd, then go to that particular project which is Flipkart. I have created Django project, which is nothing but Flipkart. So our next step to create the application for our Django project, or you can see our online e-commerce website which is Flipkart. So to create the application, we have a command python -m django start app, then application name. And before going to create the application, let me tell you, one Django project can have multiple application based on our requirement. So as I told you, to create the application, we have a command python -m django start app, by the app name. So for example, in my case, I'm giving my card. You can give any name, whatever you want. So in my case, I'm giving my card. Then enter. Go that particular location. See, inside the Flipkart, my card folder is created, which is nothing but our application. Then again, go to the command prompt. Yeah. So our next step to run the Django project. To run the Django project, we have a command python, then manage.py run server. Then simply copy this URL and go to the browser. Yeah, paste here. See, if you are getting this page, it means you have successfully created your Django project. Go to the desktop and open the Visual Studio Code. Let me open my Visual Studio Code. And here, see, it's showing Flipkart and Greedy. So if it is not already showing in your Visual Studio Code, what you can do, go to the file, then go to the open folder, then go to the particular location where you have created that django project folder. So see, this is the django project folder. If you remember what we have created over the desktop, so simply select that folder, then open. That's it. So if you come here, this is our project name Flipkart, and this is our application name what we have created over the over inside the our project or Flipkart project. See, after creating the Flipkart project or running the Flipkart project, it's highly recommended to add your application to your settings.py file. So for that, go to the settings.py file and come here. Inside the installed app, we need to register our application what we have created. So if you remember, just now we have created my card. My card. This my card is nothing but my application name. That's it. Registering inside the settings.py file is nothing but we are simply mentioning the name of our application inside the install underscore app. That's it. Then control S. So we have created our Django project, or you can see we have created our Flipkart project, and we have registered our application inside the settings.py file. Then our next step to create the home page. So let's start, but before going to create the home page, first we need to create our base page, because in the base page only we are going to keep all the code which is common, and we are going to extend that base page in all the pages where we required. So for that we required one template. So I'm going to create one template. So the people who don't know what is the template, so let me give you short brief. Template is nothing but the one of the folder in which we are going to maintain or store all the HTML pages, nothing else. That's it. So we need to create one template. Then go to the my cart application, then right click, then click one new folder, give the name templates. So in this particular templates folder, we are going to store all the HTML pages. Then second, right click, then new file, then give name base.html. Base.html. Right now it's empty only. So here I'm going to write all my HTML code, or not all, only the specific to this particular page. So first let me type HTML, and one second type HTML, then select 5. Yeah. Then here let me type anything. For example, I'm taking h1 tag for testing purpose only. I'm typing hello world. That's it. Control S. And one more thing, A number of users are facing some problem, like when they are typing the HTML, they are not getting suggestion like this. So for that also I have one solution. What you can do, if you're not getting such suggestion, you can go to the settings, then go to again settings, then here inside the extension, then come down, and here you will see one edit JSON file. One second, let me show you. One second, come down. Why I'm telling these things to you, because it's very hectic to write boiler code. So to avoid such a boiler code, you can use such type of extension. So one second, there will be one edit JSON file something. Yeah, this one, edit in settings.json. So simply open this one and make sure you have this two, or you can see, yeah, this two line in your code. So if it is not there, kindly add this one as it is, no need to do any changes. That's it. This is a very small thing. Then close this one and save whatever, then come here. Yeah, so yeah, then control s. Then as we know, we need the urls.py file, and we need the views, so to render our HTML page. So first we have created our HTML page, then our next step to create the views to render this HTML page. Then go to the views.py file. Inside the my cart we have one views.py file. Then here we are going to maintain our views to send. So let's create view. For that we have a command def is the keyword to create the function in the Python. So def, then we need to specify the view name. You can give any name. For example, in my case I'm giving home, or you can give base only, base. Then default parameter request, then colon. Then here we have to type return render, then again mention default parameter which is request. Then we need to specify the location, or not location, we need to specify the name of the our HTML page. So in my case it's base HTML. If you don't remember, you can copy from here only. Inside the templates we have a base.html. Yeah, we have created view. Then after creating the view, our next step to create the URL. So in this particular project, or it is highly, or you can say it is highly recommended to maintain all the urls.py file at the application level only. Why? Because it increases the code reusability. For example, if you see urls.py file, it is already given by the project Flipkart itself, but we are not going to maintain our URL here. We are going to maintain our URL inside the my cart application. Why I'm saying like that? Because for example, in future you want to share your particular application to some another project. So at that time it is a very easiest task. You need to simply copy this entire my cart folder and simply paste in that particular another project. That's it. And you have to include one line inside the main urls.py file. And if you're not following such things, so it is very hectic job to share your application with another project. You have to do lots of urls configuration. So to avoid such a hectic job and to maintain the code very easily and readable format, it is highly recommended to create the urls.py file at the application level. So click on my cart application, then new file, then write urls.py. That's it. So we are going to maintain all the urls related to my cart application inside the urls.py file. Then next step, simply go to the urls.py file which is at the project level, and then here we need to do some changes. But before going to add some changes to in this urls.py file which is at project level, first let me maintain the urls.py file which is at the application level. Copy this entire thing, then go to the urls.py file which is inside the application, then paste here. So first we need to import our views. So if you remember, our view is inside the our mycart application, which is nothing but our current directory. So for that we need to write command from current directory. Dot means current directory. Either you can type the dot or you can type the name of the current directory, so which is nothing but mycart. So it is very cool way. Instead of writing the mycart, simply type dot import. What we need to import from our current directory? Views. So for that, type views. That's it. Then here we need to do some changes. Let me keep this one blank only, then remove this one also. Then here we need to specify the views name. For that, views dot. So if you remember, our views name is base. Then here we one more parameter, name. This name is the optional parameter, but I will suggest you always give name to your URL because it's very helpful. You can give any name, whatever you want. So for example, in my case, I'm giving base. That's it. Control S. Then go to the urls.py file which is at the project level. So Flipkart is our project, and inside the Flipkart we have a urls.py file. Here we need to add one library which is include, and then simply copy this one path. So this include is nothing but library, like we are going to include what the things we need to mention here. Let me remove this one. Then here we need to specify the application name. So in my case, my application name is the mycart, or you can see not a mycart. You can type any URL pattern what you want to display in the that browser. So for example, I'm giving mycart slash, then include, or you can simply copy this one. And here we need to specify what we want to include. So I want to include URLs of my mycart application. For that, I need to type mycart URLs. That's it. Control S. One second. Yeah. Control S. So let me show you once again what we have imported one library which is include, and inside the include, here you can give any URL pattern whatever you want, but here you need to specify your application name, and inside your application name you have to specify the file name where you are going to maintain the URLs. So see, this mycart is nothing but my application name, and this URLs is nothing but this one URLs. That's it. And here you can give any URL pattern, and inside the urls.py file which is at the application level, I have imported my views, and here I have given blank space. It means if I'm not going to pass anything at that time, hit to this particular URL, and this is the my views name and this is my URL name. So this part is optional, but I recommend pass this one. Then Control S. Then go to the command prompt. Then Control C to terminate the current execution of the program. Then we have a command python manage.py run server. See, you can use the up arrow to see the previous command. See, if I'm tapping the up arrow, I'm getting the all my previous command which I have run already over this command prompt. Then enter. Running successfully. Simply copy this one, then open the browser, paste here. Then we need to specify the URL pattern what we have given there. So if you remember, inside the urls.py file, inside the urls.py file, which is at the project level, which is Flipkart, we have specified this pattern. Simply copy this one and paste here, enter. See, hello world. It means our template configured successfully. And next, I'm going to show you how we can add the bootstrap functionality to the our base.html page, or you can see overall project. So to add the bootstrap functionalities, one second, let me open one new private window or open one new tab, new windows. Yeah, then type get bootstrap, enter. Then here we will get the code how we can link the or how we can add the bootstrap functionality. For that, what you can do, simply this second point, include bootstrap css and json. Simply click here, copy, then go to the your visual studio code or vs code, then inside the base.html page simply paste here, and I copy this line also. Yeah, once again, let me remove this one, it's not required. Actually both are same only, but the only things is here we are getting the support of the bootstrap. That's it. Control S. See, this is the our output. So let me refresh this page. Yeah, see, you can observe the property, or you can see the format of the hello world text is changed. So we can assume like that our bootstrap functionality we have added to this particular project. So next I'm going to create the new bar for this project. So for that also we can take the help of the bootstrap only. See, bootstrap is the very popular and most important thing in the web development. Or we can say directly, you can use the bootstrap for entire front end technology. It's a very good technology, and most important, it's a very easy technology. So the next I'm going to add the new bar. So that simply type new bar and new bar. Then come here. So these are the different options what we are getting. So whatever you like you can use. So let me show you all the options what we have. See, but I'm going to use first one because that one is very similar to my requirement. Yeah, this one. So simply copy this one, then go to the VS Code, and inside the templates create one new file and give the name neobar.html. Then simply paste here, then Control S. Then see, first understand the concept of the neobar. What is the neobar? So let me show you. See, this things is nothing but the neobar. And most important thing, you can go to any page of the particular website, you will get the same neobar in all the pages. It means what I'm trying to see, neobar is the constant things, and we are going to use that neobar in all pages. So what we can do, the simplest way, we can create one neobar.html file separate. We can simply include that neobar.html page in the particular page where we want that particular neobar. You are getting my point, what I'm trying to say. The neobar is the things which is going to be constant in all the pages. So it is not good things to create neobar page each and every time for each and every page. So it is a very hectic job. So the things what we can do, we can create one time neobar, and we can include that neobar in all the pages where we want. So for that, here I have created nowbar, and I'm going to include that nowbar inside my base.html page. So I'm going to include that newbar.html page inside the base.html page. For that we have a tag include. Then here we need to specify the name. So in my case it's a newbar.html. So simply type newbar.html. This is nothing but the name of the newbar HTML page. That's it. Control S. Then again go to the browser and refresh the browser. See the newbar what we have added, it's showing here. It means we have created newbar successfully, or we have added newbar also in our base.html page. In our next step 2, we need to modify this newbar as per our requirement. So let's start. First go to the VS Code and inside the newbar.html page. First of all, I want to change the name, these names, because I don't want this newbar. I want to give some meaningful name. For that, inside the newbar, go and look for the particular name, which is newbar, and type here the name whatever you want. So for example, I'm going to create the clone of the Flipkart. So let's give the name Flipkart. You can give any name, it is not like that only. After that, for example, I want to change more. I don't want this display, so sorry, disable. So come down and look for that disable where it's showing. Yeah, it's here only. So what you can see, what you can do, you can remove that one. Control S. Then any other changes, yeah, for example this drop down I want to give some meaningful name. So for that, look for the drop down. One second. Yeah, this one. So here I want to give some meaningful name. For example, I want to give electronics, like that. Then Control S, then go to the browser and refresh. See Flipkart, then electronics, then I have removed that disable button or option. And in place of a link, for example, I want to give sign in. So go there inside the VS Code and look where it's showing link. Yeah, here. So you type sign in. Control S, then go to the browser, refresh. Yeah, sign in. So I think we are good to go with the options like Flipkart, home, sign in, electronics. Yeah, it's okay only. And search option. Then let me change the color of this new bar because it's not looking good. So go to the bootstrap and here you can check for the color also. One second, I will show you. Come down. See, we are looking inside the new bar only. So come down. Here you will get different color option also. Yeah. So as I told you, I'm going to copy the. I'm going to refer the Flipkart. So let me keep this blue only. So you can copy this one, bg primary, neobar bg primary, this one, studio code, and here one second, and paste here neobar bg primary. Control S, then refresh. Done. See how much simple is this. What we have did, if we require any functionality or any particular things, we are simply going to the bootstrap and we are looking it, and we are simply copying the particular code and pasting in our code. That's it. So I have changed that particular things. Yeah. Then for example, after clicking on electronics, it's showing action, another action, and something else here. So I don't want to see this option. I want to change this option. For that, go to the Visual Studio Code. Inside the electronics drop down menu, see whatever it's written here, you are getting there only. So I need two option only. I don't require more much. Yeah. And here, for example, I want mobile. mobile, and here I want laptop. Let me refresh, then click here mobile and laptop, but it's not looking good. So let me add one HR tag, horizontal line. This HR is nothing but horizontal line. Let me refresh. I think now it's looking good. Let me add one more option. Simply copy this one. Here also take one HR, and in place of laptops type home appliance. That's it. Control S, then go to the browser and refresh. Yeah, home laptop, sorry, mobile laptops and home appliance. So yeah, I think it's looking fine. Next I'm going to add the images here, because if you, let me show you the Flipkart or any online website, for example Flipkart only. So after you're going to Flipkart, one second, see, uh yeah, such type of images is coming. So I'm also going to add such type of images. So don't worry, I will also tell how we can generate or create or customize image. So let's start. Close this one, come here. So here I need to add that particular images. So for the images I will recommend you can use canvas. Because why I'm saying canvas now, here you will get predefined templates and you can modify that template as per your requirement. So before going to add the images, first we need that images. And one more thing, first go to the VS Code, and as we know, we are going to store all the images or CSS related files inside the static folder. So first we need to create the static folder. So again, I'm going to create in static folder inside the my application only. I already told you what is the benefits of creating or maintaining the all the application related things inside that application folder only, because it increase the code reusability functionality. So again, click new folder, then static, then inside the static create one folder CSS, then inside the static create one more folder, and inside the CSS create one file style.css. Style.css. In this style.css we are going to maintain all the CSS related code, and this images folder we are going to maintain all the images, or we are going to store all the images what we are going to use in this particular project. So as I told you, here I want to add some images. For that I need the images. Before going to add the images, first we need to do some configuration inside the settings.py file related to this static folder. So go to the settings.py file which is inside the Flipkart project, then come down or go upside. Yeah, here. First we need to import OS. Then here to take one static static underscore dir variable, you can see, then os dot path dot join bracket, then copy this one, or simply copy this one. Then here we need to specify the name of this folder what we have created. So we have created folder name which is static. Come down, then at last here, yeah, dir, type exactly same. Then inside the square bracket, simply paste this one, this static dir, comma, control S. So what we have did, let me tell you again 1 second. See, first we have imported OS, then we have created one variable static underscore dir, then we find this base dir location, then after that our static folder location. This base this base dir location is nothing but the location up to the project level. So our project is the Flipkart. So this base dir is nothing but the location or path up to Flipkart. Then after Flipkart, we are specifying the our static folder location, which is statics. So inside the up to Flipkart, it's no already. After that, we need to specify. So after Flipkart, if you remember, we have created static folder. So we have specified that name, and here we have taken one list of static files underscore dir and paste that variable what we have taken there. That's it. Control. This is highly recommended to do this configuration inside the settings.py file. Whether it's working or not, go to the style.css. 1 second. Inside the static inside the css style.css. So here we can check whether it's working or not. So for h1 text color, let me take text color, text underscore color, red. Control S, then go to the browser. ए, क्या कर रहा है? H1, and for H1 color white and the text alignment center. Control S, go to the browser. Go to the browser. See, right now it's showing like that. So refresh. It's not working. So I have missed one step. Let me show you. Go to the VS Code, and if you want to use the static file, we need to load that static file. How we can load that static file? So we need to load that static file in the file where we want to add the effect of the CSS file. So right now in the base.html page, we have to load that static folder. For that we have a tag load static, and then one more step, we need to include that CSS file. For that, 1 second, here type link, then CSS, then here we need to specify the For that, type static. Then inside the static, here we need to specify the path. So if you see inside the static, so up to static, this URL is no the path. The remaining path we need to specify. So after static, there is a CSS and then style.css. So we need to type CSS slash then style 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 dot css. Control S, then go to the browser and refresh browser. See that changes is showing here. Here one very important things to be noted, go to the command prompt. See here, if you are getting any error or any warning, like let me show you 1 second. Yeah, if you are getting any error like not found favicon icon, so kindly install this one. Why? Because now if it is not in your system, then whatever the changes or style you are going to be add to your css, it will not reflect. So the command to install this one is pip install favicon. So with the help of this command, kindly install this favicon. After that only try to add the css functionality. Then go to the VS Code. 1 second. Yeah. So if you see here, let me remove this one. We don't want, only we have only did for the testing purpose. Remove this one. Control S. Refresh it. Here it's showing. Then here it's showing Bootstrap demo, which is not a good thing. So first let me change this one. Go to the VS Code. Then inside the new bar. No, not new bar. Inside the base.html page. Yeah, here it's coming from, let me show you. Yeah, from here. So in place of this Bootstrap demo, you can type Flipkart, whatever you want. Let me refresh. Yeah, it's working fine. So as I told you, we have to add the images here. So you cannot say directly images, it should be like a slider. I want to add slider. As I show you, let me show you once again. Flipkart. 1 second. I want this functionality is called slider. So I want to add this slider like this only to in my website also. So close this one. Then here you can type this carousel. See this one. You can select anyone. So here we have a different option. So whatever you like, you can simply copy and paste in your code. So let me check for my requirement. 1 second. I think yeah, I think this one is good for my requirement. You copy this one, then go to the VS Code, and inside the templates create one new file which is home home.html. So then paste that entire code here, then control S. But yeah, no issue. I'll do one thing, remove this one. First extend. What we need to extend? We need to extend our base class. For that we need to mention the name of the base class. base.html. So this is our base class. So might be you think why we are extending the base class. So let me tell you again. In the base, sorry, not base class, base HTML page. So you might be think why we are extending the base.html page. So let me tell you once again. All the common code we are going to keep inside the base.html page only. So if you want that code to use in your particular page, so you have to extend that base.html page. Then after that I'm going to take one content block, content, block, block block. Then you have to give the name. For example, I'm giving content. That's it. Then here also, then here you need to paste the code what we have copy from there. So simply paste here. Oh, not this one. 1 second. Again, then paste here. Then Control S. See the base.html page already having the our neo bar. You can see here we have included the neo bar. So that thing is here. And one more thing, here also we need to take the block. Type block block, then block name content, then copy this one and okay, then copy this one and paste here. And in place of the hello world you can type hi. Then go to the browser and refresh this one. This is base page hello world. 1 second, come here. Yeah, remove this one, we don't require this one. So we have created a home page. These are the default things. Till now we have not did any changes here, so let it be as it is. So we have created the home.html page. So as I told you, when we are creating any HTML page, we need to maintain the views and we need to maintain the urls.py file. So go to the views.py file. Yeah, here. So I'm going to use this base one as base one only. I'm going to modify this one as a home, home, and here also home. See, Control S, then copy this and copy this view name, then go to the urls.py file, and here in place of the base simply paste home. That's it. Then go to the browser and refresh. See, I think you are able to see these changes what we have added here, but it is very close to the neo bar. So go to the Visual Studio Code, then inside the home.html page add one br tag. Control S. Yeah, now it's good. So here right now we have not added any images, because of that only we are getting this broken image icon. So I will tell you how we can add the images. So yeah, up to this it's fine. So our next step to add the images. So as I told you, I'm going to develop this project from the scratch only, and I'm not going to skip any single step. So I will tell you how you can generate the images as per your requirement, or you can modify that images or templates as per your requirement. There is one very famous website, let me show you 1 second, which is Canvas. Yeah, don't worry, I will mention the URL of this website, or by the name only you can search Canvas. It's not a very big things, very small things. So from here you can generate the images as per your requirement. See here you can see also I have already used this one, like for my email verification in Django. So 1 second, click on home, then wait for 1 second. It's a very big website and it's taking very time. Then here you can search for the design or template whatever you want. So for example, you want some images for your website, so you can type like project, or you can simply type website web, enter. So here you will get different templates. So from here I will also show you how you can use these templates and how you can modify this one. So I already used one. Wait, One second. Mm, Home. I have already created my templates. I will show you that one. One second. Yeah, this one. So from there you can search and you can choose, and once you choose, you click, you will redirect like this, and here you can modify it. Like in place of Flipkart, if you want to write any another things, you can write. For example, click here, then type anything. See, you can modify this one. You can type anything, whatever you want, as per your requirement. Once you done for see, or you can change these things. For example, you can, if you in place of schedule you want something else, then you can type and add that particular name or brand name, whatever you want. Once you're done with the images, then click on share. After share, you click on download. Then here you need to select the format. So either you can select JPG or PNG, as it's up to you. Then once click on JPG, you can click on download. So once it's download, after that you can use this one. So Canvas is the very good platform from where you can generate or modify or change the images as per your requirement. So I have already downloaded these images. Let me show you. Go to the desktop, and inside the images, yeah, inside the images I have already downloaded that image. So these are the image which I am going to be used. So don't be confused like from where this images is coming. I have already explained all the things, like from where you can get these images, how you can modify these images as per your requirement. Then close this one, go to the Visual Studio Code, then inside the home.html page. Yeah, now here our task is started. Our main, see, here it's showing image src. No, simply type static. Then here we need to specify the path. For that, see here, one second, inside the statics there is a images folder. Right now this images folder is a empty. So what I will do, first let me specify the path. So in up to static it's already specified. Then after that images, then slash, then here we need to specify the images name. So go to the desktop, let me copy this entire image, and one second, and this is my project, the Django project. Then inside the Flipkart, then inside the my cart, then inside the static, then inside the images, paste that all images. Yeah, that's it. Close this one, then go to the Visual Studio Code. Then here we need to specify the name of that images. So if you click this one, see, all the images is showing here. Simply right click, then rename, then copy and paste. One second, paste, Control S. Then go to the browser, refresh this one. We have did one mistake, static. Oh, we need to load the static in this page also. As I already told you, we need to load the static in all the pages where we want to load the images and static related or CSS related things. So what you can do, go to the base.html page. One second, in base.html page, simply copy this one and come in home.html page, and here the image what we have added. So right now I have added only one, because of that only one is coming. So let me add the remaining also, the same thing. And here we need to specify again the path, which is images slash, then pick, then see, pick 2 dot jpg dot jpeg. Control S, refresh this one. Yeah, like that. So again, 1 second, simply copy this entire thing and do for the remaining also. Then do for remaining also, simply copy this one, this entire thing, and paste here. See, actually here I need to change because I have did one mistake. I have downloaded this image separate, because of that only I got, or I got this error, because this issue, because at the time of downloading I did some mistakes. So I'm sure you will not get such issue. So see here that first image format is jpg and second is a jpeg. This is my mistake, so in your case you can correct this one, not a issue. So because of that only here I need to do then jpeg, that's it. Then copy this entire thing and paste here, and in place of 2 plus, then go to the browser, refresh this one. Yeah, see, images is coming. But one more thing, I have a 5 images, and I so let me add the remaining images also. So for that, copy this one and paste 2 more time. 1 second. Yeah, copy this one from here to up to this, then paste one more time, and in place of the 3 type 4 and here 5, then control s, then refresh the browser. 1 2 3 4. Yeah, so we have added all our images. But here you have, if you have observed one thing, after that it's not returning to the first one. So let me fix that one also. Go to the top, and here simply copy this 2 line and 1 second, paste here. Then do little bit modification. In place of 1 here type 3, then here type 4 and 5. These are the nothing but the slide number. Control s, third, fourth, fifth. See, after that it's coming from first one. After going to the end, it's starting from the first one also again. So that is looking good. And one more thing, I don't require these things, these contents. So for that, go to the VS Code and remove this one. Let me remove for this one also. Yeah, this one, and at the last this one. Control S, refresh the browser. Yeah, that head, that content is removed. Now it's looking good. Not that much professional, but for a beginner it's a good only, because I'm also not good in designing part, but for me it's a good. So let it be. So let me summarize what we have did up to this point. Go to the browser, let me check. Yeah, I think yeah, Flipkart is come is that things. Then in sign in, then electronics, mobile, laptops, and home appliance coming good only. This is also working fine. Then our next step to create the sign in page. See, after clicking here, it should redirect to the sign in page. And if user is not having credentials, so it should provide option for the registration also. So we are going to see how we can achieve that functionality.